things that I've always enjoyed doing include playing hockey and football and being really into sports and wearing Carhartt pants and things that are typically associated with lesbian women. Also, I don't like it when I choose to wear like a pink shirt or something and people are like, oh my gosh, it's like just because I'm gay doesn't mean I can't like pink. Hi, my name is Hillary Handler. I'm a student at the University of Minnesota. I'm studying genetic counseling. I came out when I was a freshman in college, so had just turned 19. I first officially realized that I was gay when I met my first girlfriend, which was freshman year of college. But in retrospect, I should have known a lot sooner. Like, there were definitely situations and friendships where I knew it earlier, but I didn't really know it, if that makes sense. I'd say, like, the easiest and the most surprising part about coming out was how excited people got when I told them. I sort of expected everyone to be like, oh, okay, like, I love you no matter what, but so many people were like, awesome, I have so many ideas of things you can do, and like you should meet this person, and like they could be a role model. And I felt like I sort of joined this awesome community that I didn't even know existed. The hardest part was dealing with people who I knew either wouldn't be super accepting, and I really cared about them, and I was afraid of how that would change our relationship. And also telling extended family and people that I don't talk to regularly, because it's not that I was afraid for them to know, but it was more like, how do I make this casually come up in conversation and tell my second cousins and aunts and uncles and things like that, because I wasn't afraid, but I also didn't want to make it seem like a huge deal. If I could go back and change something, I wouldn't. I'm really happy with the way that my experience worked out, and I'm really happy with all the positives and negatives that happened throughout the process. If I could go back and add some things, I would probably try to get more involved in the queer community earlier, because I was pretty hesitant at first and nervous. So I think that would have helped me, but I learned a lot the way that things happened, so I'm happy with how it went. Also, being a graduate student in a field where I'm counseling people a lot, especially couples, and often about reproductive issues, it's really interesting I feel like the issue of same-sex couples in reproductive technologies comes up a lot, and it's interesting to see people's perspectives, and it's kind of hard to be like the one gay kid in the class who's always being like, well, from the gay perspective, and they sort of think that I'm the go-to person, but really I'm just like one member of a huge community, and my position isn't gospel, and it's hard. Because I will say that I've definitely encountered not ignorance, but just a lack of exposure is what I would like to call it. A lot of times people are uncomfortable, they're trying to be politically correct, or they just aren't aware of what is appropriate and what's not appropriate, or they don't know my sexuality and they make assumptions, and then they sort of have to backpedal based on things I say or share. So I would say that generally most people try to at least pretend that they're accepting to my face. Know that time goes by more quickly than you think, and you'll get to a place where you can be yourself and you can do all this experimenting and coming out and be proud of your identity, but there shouldn't be any pressure on you to do it if you're not ready or if it's unsafe for you to do so. I'm proud to be gay in the way that I'm proud to be a feminist. I'm all for equality, and I don't think that one group of people is any better than any other group of people. Surround yourself with people who bring you up and don't put you down, and don't assume that there's just one like queer or gay identity. You're still just as much of an individual, but getting to join this community can be a really wonderful thing.